Wow, look at this. Crazy. You go Hakimi's out. Beraldo. Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. Usman Dembele. Desiree Doué. They're looking too relaxed, these people. They're looking too relaxed. Vitinha. Hey Karthik. Predictions. I hope tomorrow we can get 135 runs. What do you have? 90 overs to get it in, right? Should be doable. Shubman Gill, 6 runs of 9 balls. The opener, or Jaiswal got out for a duck, 7 balls. Not great, is it? Come on, man. Finally, we can get over with this nonsense. Can't wait to get over with this, honestly. Go Kukureya, Colville, Chalaba, Reece James, Caicedo, Enzo, Palmer, Neto, João Pedro up front. Kukureya left back, obviously. PSG win. Did you watch Saturday Night Main Event? I did. I did watch it. We got Donnarumma, we got Hakimi, we got Beraldo, we got Nuno Mensch, Marquinhos, Vitinha. Or you have João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, Usman Dembele, Desiree Doué, and Kavicha Kvaratskhelia. They have a shorter bench, obviously, here, but they have Bacola, Zaire Emery, Gonçalo Ramos. Yo, look at this guy's hair, man. What a close-up of his balding head. Bastian Dankert, Tatiana Guzman. How many referees they got in here, man? God. Look how hard they are promoting Visit Saudi Arabia. Someone should inform them about their conversion rate. Not exactly easy to go to. Seth Rollins, that's why main event Goldberg was going to have to take more than 20 minutes. Yeah, I noticed that, dude. Dude, why does Seth Rollins keep doing these impact moves on his knees, man? Why doesn't he just take the bump? If he's gonna do moonsaults, take the bump, dude. Take the bump. His knees are done, dude. I don't know. He keeps doing it. That time, remember when he tried to flip powerbomb Kane? He just landed, man. Kane didn't even put his weight on him. He just landed and his knee buckled in a house show. Like, I don't know why he keeps doing that, man. It's really frustrating. Constantly doing the same thing again and again. Like, take the bump if you're going to take the risk, man. Watch the Wimbledon final. Hey, man. It was a real bummer Djokovic lost. It was a real bummer. I was watching the third set. It was 1-1 apiece. Sinner won in straight after the comeback. Man, I told you, man. This Alcaraz thing. They need to slow their roll, man. They need to slow their roll. This Alcaraz thing is going on. The hype machine behind it. It's too much, man. Let these people take their time and get there. Don't push people every time. I notice one thing about sports, Snail. Every time Every time they try to push someone when they feel there's a lack of stars, bro. Every time. It's not always a good thing. You don't need to have a star. It can happen in time. You think Roger Federer had the kind of push Alcaraz had? No. I think it's also a media thing, man. Everything's a push nowadays. Look at this. Michael Buffer, baby. Park de France. Wow, he's announcing. Announcing it like a boxing match. Ooh, like a real boxing match. Lovely. Come on, let's see how he does Chelsea. I just don't want to see SummerSlam because they're ruining Randy. The guy who can actually still wrestle at 45. By the way, congratulations if you get Jackson or Lewin. Not talking about United today, man. Bro, Alcaraz won 5 slams before any of the big three was the youngest. Carlos broke it. Yeah, but dude, listen, just because you front run doesn't mean you're gonna end that way, man. Don't just let the man cook, dude. Let the man cook before you cook him. Like it's just too much, man. Last US Open, I can't believe the promos they were cutting. Yeah. I was like, yo, just let the man play his tennis, dude. No, what's so funny? I don't remember Roger Federer anywhere having this kind of hype. How crazy is that? It just goes to show you how everything changes, right? Like I said, like you just said, he's won 5 slams before the big three did, younger than them, right? And that's kind of my point. My point is there was no hype behind Federer, but look how it. I mean, there was not this kind of hype like Federer, but just see how it ended up because he didn't front run. At the same age, they got equal attention, if not much too much. He is that. I don't think, dude. I don't think Federer got. I don't know. First of all, I don't think Nadal and Federer are the same age. I honestly don't remember Federer getting this kind of hype. Nadal got that kind of hype. Nadal definitely got that kind of hype. I don't remember Federer like that though, to be honest. I also think it's a media thing now, isn't it? It's a media thing. It's a media thing. Oh boy. What is PSG doing here? Ooh, very nicely done there by João Pedro. Utsav's here, Alcaraz streak broken. But Utsav, all these kinds of streaks are going to get broken, man. You got to be realistic. Finally, Sinner defeated Alcaraz after getting defeated 5 in a row, but all the news would be around Dimitrov getting injured and Sinner winning at the end. It's just destiny to be on. Of course. Remember Nadal's streak when Soderling beat him? He was undefeated in Roland Garros, right? And then Soderling beat him, and then Soderling absolutely capitulated in the finals. Uh, for I don't know if people watched even that far back, but some of there was no one there at the back post. First person I believe to beat Nadal at Roland Garros was Robin Soderling, right? Swedish fellow got injured. Had really bad wrist injuries. Never was the same. Yeah, unfortunately. What are your thoughts? Drew just returned from his injury and got his ass handled by Randy like it could have been avoided. Had nothing against Randy, deserved to, but they just ruined Drew. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. They are playing with serious fire. They are playing with serious fire. The way they are not utilizing all their talent properly. And all their talent. I read it somewhere. I don't know if you guys said it or I read it somewhere recently, but everyone said the same thing we've been discussing, and not like we are professionals or anything. It just seems very obvious to us that most of WWE's talent is in their 40s. Most of their talent is in their 40s. And most of them are, whether we like it or not, are going to retire very soon or have a reduced role. So I don't understand why don't they push the people who are clearly fitter than others. For example, uh, Randy Orton can clearly still wrestle at a decent level without getting gassed. CM Punk and John Cena clearly cannot. Why are we not pushing Randy for one last title run? No clue. Not a clue. Not a clue at all. Drew McIntyre pushing 40. He's having good matches. Sheamus in his 40s is having good matches. That match against Rusev I thought was decent, considering all his other matches before that. I feel like, yeah, he had a really good match against Rusev. He's in his 40s. Like every recognizable star except Rhea Ripley is really young. Sorry, is really old, not really young. Apologies. Like Becky and Charlotte, they are not young. They could still wrestle probably 3-4 years, but they're not young either. Those are the other stars. Bella is mid 30s. Who else? Alistair Black. Although I absolutely love Alistair Black, I believe he's in his late 30s. Like I don't know where they're gonna get these stars from, man. They're not using the limited stars they have properly right now. They just keep pushing Rollins the whole time, and Rollins is great and all, but now his knee is screwed. So now what are they going to do? No idea. Just no idea what they're gonna do. Come on, dude. I said it because it'll be easy for you now. You like championship and United will be in it. Bro, we are never going to get relegated. We're just not that bad. We're just not that bad, dude. Unfortunately, I know some people want us to get relegated so we can get rid of these owners, but we're just not that bad. Thoughts on Goldberg's match? It was surprisingly better than I thought it would be, Karthik. I can't lie. It was surprisingly better than I thought it would be. My God, man, Chelsea's cooking PSG right now. What's happening? Federer twice the hype. It was just there was no social media at the time. It was only Novak for a long time. Didn't get the hype due to media bias. Yeah, I like I said, I don't remember. I don't think Novak got the hype, but that's what I'm saying. No, you say Federer twice the hype was there was no media, and therefore you can't really determine its hype only. No snail, because nowadays people determine the hype through. I like to call it the United method: kit launches, sponsorship ads, TV deals. If you don't have those, your hype is not real, right? Because what is hype nowadays? Hype is something that can be marketed. Everyone wants a piece of you. Everyone wants a slice of you to increase their own sales. You know, was expecting the final like the Paris one, says Utsav. Push Dom. I mean, look at the pop Dominic Mysterio got in WrestleMania. What have they done with him for 3 months? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You forgot the man who should get a push, LA Knight. But LA Knight's also in his late 30s. This is what I'm trying to say, dude. The players they have, they're not using. Say what you want about AEW, but at least they're pushing people who are younger, dude. They're actually pushing people who are younger. Like Christian, even though Christian is an active wrestler, he doesn't get anywhere near the amount of matches CM Punk gets or John Cena. I mean, Christian is 50 years old to be fair, but I feel like Christian's in better shape than CM Punk and John Cena. And the man had neck surgery. I mean, like, I don't know what people want from people. Like, seriously. Christian's 50 years old and looks like he can wrestle a lot better than John Cena and CM Punk. And you wouldn't able to say that 10 years ago because CM Punk's probably a better wrestler than Christian when they were younger. But if you watch the matches now, like, I don't know, man. I don't know how they plan on moving forward. It's gonna be tough though. I'm good, Rhythm. How are you? Apart from Randy, I would say I want an unrealistic title winner. Come on, please let him be world champion. Did Chelsea just score? Was he offside? Look at this bowl cut by Cole Palmer, dude. It's a beautiful hairstyle. Let's see what happened there. Okay. Oh my God. I swear that looked like it went in the net. Look at this fan blowing breeze, bro. Look at that. It's creating environments around there. What's the match? What's the score? 8 minutes, 0-0, dude. But Chelsea is cooking them right now, believe it or not. Please let him be world champion, Finn Balor. Yeah, like, why not give Finn Balor? Bro, I don't know what they're trying to do, really. I don't get it. I thought that went into, yeah. Not gonna lie, giving Seth Money in the Bank was the right choice according to the hype around the faction. But oh man, Carmelo is with the Money in the Bank would feed families with his whole persona. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, we were having this discussion the other day, weren't we, bro? The transitioning from NXT to WWE is not as fluid as we were hoping it would be. Like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. If we are being absolutely honest here, if we are being absolutely blunt and honest here, the reason they transcended the NXT brand is because they had storied careers in Ring of Honor. And for people who don't know that, Ring of Honor has basically your favorite stars wrestling there before they joined WWE. They wrestled before they joined WWE, TNA, AEW. They all wrestled in Ring of Honor. Um, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn both were in a Ring of Honor. Bryan Danielson was in Ring of Honor. Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. Literally anyone you can think of. Bobby Roode was in TNA. Anyone you can think of was in Ring of Honor. And I think the last people with like transcending pop was them. Like I thought Ilya Dragunov was going to pop because of his wrestling. Unfortunately, got injured. I think Braun Breaker is probably the next one that's going to get some kind of similar pop just because of the push he's getting right now. Karrion Cross went to TNA, went to NXT, and now is in the main roster. He doesn't seem to be. He got much more pull since the promo after WrestleMania. I think the pull has become much better since he cut that promo. But before that, there was nothing. He also got sacked during the pandemic and was brought back. People might not remember that, but yeah. I don't know how it's working. Nil, who's winning? Abendra nil, but Chelsea have had the best chances so far. Carmelo Hayes, I thought would do well, bro, but they loved him in NXT, too. They absolutely loved him in NXT. Nothing. Champa and Gargano, I thought they would do well, but again, small guys, tag teams, it doesn't move. What more can he do to deserve hype? I'm not his fan, but he's the star of this generation. He's won 5 slams. No one says that he will surpass the big three. It's not wrong to say at all. I mean, no one's saying he's not a star, dude. But you'd act like he's the only star. The way they do, like I remember the US Open one last year. I didn't watch the tournament, but I kept remembering seeing that ad. The US Open ad was solely around Carlos Alcaraz. I didn't see any ad like a Sinner based ad or a Djokovic based ad. Ooh, Donald Trump's here. No wonder he wasn't at the UFC. He wasn't at the UFC today morning. It's a long story, but he called the winner of the main event while the match was going on. He was watching the match. He was here. Makes sense. New Jersey, right? So the UFC today was in Nashville. So he didn't go. He was watching it. He liked the main event. He spoke to the main event winning fighter. He spoke to Derek Lewis on the phone while he was getting his hand raised. I'm not making a joke. Dana White came in and raised his hand. Gave him the phone, sorry, while his hand was being raised. He was here. He is New York based, so it makes sense. You answer because I remember both defeated Cena like that, and Cena sucks chant were through the roof, and people were bored from seeing. Yeah, but bro, the reason everyone loves them is because the NXT audience is really cultured about wrestling. I have to be honest with you. They don't just watch the main programming, because every time a Mexican or a Japanese wrestler debuts, they pop like crazy. It's like they watch other products as well. The NXT audience is very well educated. You can make up by their reactions to people. Um, they had storied Ring of Honor careers. That's why they did well, also, bro. Uh, I'm fine, thanks. But I've been saying it years to my friends that don't sleep on Christian, because I've been following WWE and TNA since 2004. Nobody has a strong ceiling on improvement, bro. He's really Palmer Bluffer. Yes, GK. What's up? Yeah, seriously, dude, he's older than Cena and Punk, and at least he can wrestle the whole match properly. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Right now, they aren't letting Jey Uso and Cody take the pins, and it sucks. Not gonna lie, they are the next Cena being pushed through the roof. It's fucked up right now, and let's not act Cody and Jey as Cena's level. No, I think Cody's level is definitely very high though, because of the move he made, which was the move people wouldn't have made 10 years ago. purposely go to the number two, help build the number two. Sorry, personally go to the number two, help build the number two, and then leave it. There's a lot of people who wouldn't do that. So he did that, and I think when he came back, he got a good pop. No one has a strong ceiling of improvements with age than Christian, as Christian can adapt based on the level of his opponent and been in the front line person who's in control of them. Yeah, but he was never ever picked. He was never ever picked over Edge, so he had to go do his own thing, right? Which he did, I thought, and I thought he did really well, to be honest. Uh, Jokes apart, any words from Bill? Listen, man, as someone who grew up watching weekly programming from WCW, really small baby, but I saw it. I remember, like I told you the other day, Aditya, you remember me telling you in Bombay, we had a channel called TNT that would show movies most nights, show the cartoons, and then show the movies, and then obviously once a night they show Nitro. Someone who used to see as much as he can remember, at least the matches. Um, it was fun. It was thrilling. It was like a superhero. Um, just I guess what kids would call nowadays aura. He really had some. Oh, here we go. Oh no! Oh no! What was Due doing? Should have just taken the shot if he didn't have the angle for the pass. Oh my god. Chelsea let out for 1 minute and they could have been punished there. The prize money for this tournament is 1 billion in cash. If this is correct, it's a ridiculous the financial difference. No, I think the winner gets 100 million something. I think the total prize money, Anupam, like given through all the teams, it's something like that. Something, but it's for all the teams. I think the winner gets like 100 million or something like that. Oh, Gyökeres to Arsenal done 63 million plus 10 million for good deal euros. Wait. So, oh my god. So Victor Gyökeres went for 60 million pounds. Wow. That's not even 60 million pounds. 60 million pounds if you pay everything. Up front, he's gone for 51 million euros. 51 million pounds. Wow. 51 million pounds, Victor Gyökeres. Wow. Credit to Gunther after Seth's injury. He did pull a good match with Goldberg. He did. Exactly. I thought the match was surprisingly very well done. And do I wish Edge to be in WWE right now? His feud with Cena and Punk would be legendary. Last so Cena without Edge feels incomplete. Yeah, but they willingly parted ways. Uh, I remember watching the press conference, and Triple H said we didn't really have anything for him, and Edge wanted to do more while he's still able to wrestle, so he left. We ended on good terms. So they had nothing for him anyway, dude. I guess they didn't think Cena was going to have like this planned last year run. They probably didn't think CM Punk would come back. Think a lot of things changed since Edge left. So, sometimes it's a timing thing, it is what it is. That was Goldberg's longest match. Well, I didn't know that. If that's the case, then that's even more impressive. Oh my god, do a great save there by Bobby Sanchez. Fans usually say that Edge is the best technical wrestler in the morning generation, but they forget to mention Christian, because for me, Christian's too notch above Edge in terms of technical. People say Edge is the best technical wrestler in the modern generation. No chance. Daniel Bryan's way better than him. No chance. I don't know who says that, Rhythm, but you probably should not speak to those people anymore. Daniel Bryan is way better than Edge. I don't know what the modern generation compiles of age wise, because Edge is above 50 now, and I think Danielson's like 45. So I don't know if they're in the same generation, but if they're in the same generation, then there's no way he's better wrestler than Daniel Bryan. Agree, Sinner deserves at least 90% of hype now, if not equally. Last US Open, Sinner had one slam, Carlos had four. That's partly why also ads must have been in India and world tennis. Sinner also gets a lot of, yeah, maybe. It's very possible. I have to admit, I don't really know how it's advertised everywhere else. Italy is not exactly a, believe he's from Italy, right? Although Sinner, yeah, I believe he's from Italy. So Italy is not exactly the biggest tennis country in the world, although they definitely have had a few Grand Slam winners. Someone that comes to mind is, I think she is the only Italian woman to win the French Open singles title, Francesca Schiavone. Actually watched that match. Actually watched her win it. She was not even young when she won it. She was very, very good. Very, very good that year. I don't know if you guys remember. 70 plus 10 million euros. Here we go. Dude, they're saying 63 million plus 10. I don't know if I should feel happy or sad about that, but it is what it is. Who's this? I can't make out who these people are. Who is that? Arsenal needs to be given genuine credit for the business. I mean, they still spent 51 million on Madueke, dude. Let's not get too crazy. Let's not get too crazy. Spend 51 million on a player Chelsea didn't want. Again, for the second time in a row. It's on the same level as William Regal in terms of technical wrestling, and by that I don't mean European technical wrestling, but technical wrestling in general. Okay. Pro Edge is old, young Edge maybe now. Cena is still trying to wrestle after so many years. Bro, believe me, old Edge is currently wrestling. Well, he's injured now, so I can't say that. But he had way better matches than John Cena's had recently. Bought Hoyland for 77.8 million euros. Yeah, but I mean, that's not his fault, dude. Atlanta robbed us. If you want to blame someone, you can blame Atlanta. Uh, no, also no one forced us to buy Hoyland, dude. We chose to buy Hoyland. We could have not bought him. We could have bought someone else for the same price. If we were going to spend 77 million euros on a player, we could have definitely got someone else much better than Hoyland. Definitely for that price, easily for that price, we would have got someone better than Hoyland. But we wanted Hoyland, so. Oh, Nana's injured. I am sad. I mean, what is there to be sad about, dude? He'll only miss preseason. You know, I don't really. Oh, mistake by Nuno Mensch. Gusto, cut back. No, Palmer, goal. Oh, things are about to get real interesting. First of all, Gusto with an absolute bottle job shot. Then he had the great wherewithal to cut it back. Did you see Palmer? Did you see Palmer's finish? Palmer didn't even hit it hard. Ooh, there's fighting going on. What's happening? What's happening? Wait, what happened? What does the fighting happen for? Okay, let's see what's happened here. Pedro Neto's talking to the coach. Everyone seems to be okay. But look at Cole Palmer's placement, man. He didn't even hit it hard. See, like I said, just if you're hitting it, hit it on target, man. If they save it, they save it. You can't do much about that. Oh, wait. I thought that looked offside. Nuno Mendes, man. I haven't seen him make a mistake like that. Look at that. Look at Palmer's placement of the shot, man. Look at Palmer's placement of the shot. Just enough power, nothing too crazy. 90% of the people that will try to smash it. Look, even the commentators saying the same thing. Just the right amount of placement and power, man. Fantastic. God, he's so good, man. Cole Palmer. So good. Modern means after 2000 till Banyan Brand came to WWE that time. You find Ricochet's wrestling style too choreographed? I do. I find it too choreographed because his style is based on that, right? when he wrestled in Gorilla Underground as King Puma and in Japan as King Puma. For people who don't know, he wrestled in those places. Actually, that's where Rey Mysterio, Lucha Underground is where Rey Mysterio wrestled when he wasn't part of WWE for like 2 years. So did Jeff Cobb. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but JC Mateo sounds like such a stupid name. Uh, just call him Jeff Cobb. They don't want to because they want obviously the naming rights. If he becomes big and goes somewhere else, which is, I mean, WWE reeks of desperation that way. It's a really dirty tactic. Yeah, they really reek of desperation. But yeah, it's probably choreographed because of his style, dude. I mean, you kind of have to choreograph high flying, quick maneuvers. You gotta choreograph it because if you botch it, it could look, first of all, it could look super staged, or it can look super stupid. Can look super stupid. Like for example, Seth Rollins should have just taken the bump. If he's gonna do a moonsault in the ring, just take the bump. Don't put any more damage to your knees who have already buckled so many times already in a ring on impact. Not even on moves, on impact. That buckle, that sunset power bomb on Kane, failed one, that buckled his knee. It's a matter of landing badly. Look, Liv Morgan. I mean that Liv Morgan bump looked like the most basic bump in the world. She might be missing 9 months. Like just take the bump, fall flat on your chest. Like don't put your knees through that shit, man. It's terrible. But yeah, I think it is, but I think it has to be Karthik. I'll take Edge over Brian for a career. For a career? That's because most of Brian Danielson's great wrestling happened in Ring of Honor, right? Aditya, that's what I'm trying to say. Like a lot of these people got the push because of their Ring of Honor careers. But yeah, I suppose makes more sense. He had more highs for sure. He had more time being on the highs, I suppose. But I feel like Daniel Bryan's high, like that WrestleMania where he wrestled two matches in one night. I think that peak Daniel Bryan height. Like very few wrestlers have gotten that, man. That was like it was incredibly high. That thing from with Kane from yes no to become the whole yes movement. UFC is all right, but what is even the point of discussing pro wrestling? Is that discussing a soap opera and saying kudos to XYZ for winning five scripted champions? Ridiculous. Well, I mean, if you like to watch it, you like to watch it, dude. Like, why do people watch golf? It's boring as balls. People still spend 9 hours watching it. I mean, it might not be scripted, but it doesn't make it any less boring. At least storytelling, athleticism. There's more athleticism in wrestling than there is in golf, isn't there? In fact, in the last month, two people got really, really badly injured. What's going to happen to you in wrestling? You're going to hurt your wrist. I mean, in golf, are you going to hurt your wrist? What are you going to hurt your hips? Like, it's scripted, but it actually hurts. Like the moves, they all hurt. That's the thing. I'll tell you someone else who deserves hype but doesn't get it. Iga Swiatek, who won. She won, right? In straight sets, 6-0, 6-0. Crazy. Six slam, only 24 years old, won a slam in all surfaces, watched a final yesterday. Yeah, she. I felt really bad for the. How do you say her name? Anisimova? Yeah, she. And you know what, man? Kudos to her. Because her speech afterwards, she was just frank, I love that. That it very in very American way. She just called a spade. She just like I gassed out and I fell short. And I was like, yo, people wouldn't do that. People wouldn't do that. They would just comment, say I got outclassed, this, that, and the other. She just took it. She took it on the chin, poor performance by herself, and I really liked her speech after she got her runner-up title. It was cool. I have not yet, Anupam. I have not yet. I've been kind of occupied at the moment, taking advantage of the decent weather that we shouldn't be having, but we are. Hello. Can we continue with you trying to trigger me with facts about my bro? I'm not talking about United today. Now that Gyökeres has even gone to Arsenal, there just doesn't seem a point. Believe me. You want to get triggered? Wait till the away kit gets launched in with Brian Mbeumo. Because then it will feel like we literally waited for that to happen. Don't be surprised if Brian Mbeumo's first pictures with the away kit and not the home kit. That's all I'll say. That should trigger you enough because then it'll look really deliberate. Look really, really deliberate. The F Chelsea, score Chelsea under Bowley were rich. Now we'll become more rich. I mean, listen, if they beat them fair and square, they beat them fair and square, man. Palmer, another goal. Wow. What's happening? Cole Palmer 2-0, 29 minutes. Exactly. Daniel Bryan and that yes movement storyline was unstoppable. Exactly my point. Very few people get highs like that. Look at this, man. 2-0. Wow. Wow. PSG are back to bottling. I really thought this new aura PSG is different, man. Anyway, the game's not over yet. 60 minutes. Let's see. Right now, the fans are rightfully so getting going crazy. Look at this gentleman with the sombrero. I don't really know why he's wearing a sombrero, but okay. Wearing a sombrero. They're playing a French team. I don't really understand the relevance, but look at that. Again, placement. Our players would have tried to smash that. Look at that. IQ, shot selection. Brilliant. I think he can. I think he's noticing Donnarumma not staying in the center of the pitch for sure. Satvir is here. Welcome to the channel, Satvir, if you're new. Satvir Man, Nausikya football fan. Nausikya football fan. Cold Palmer, yeah. Were you supporting Satvir? Were you supporting? Recently, a podcast where Randy was the guest, and he said, "Of course, I pick people and slam like others, but I just don't. I just don't do it to keep my shoulder safe. So that's why I won't be on the shelf." Yeah, he was on the Stephanie McMahon podcast, right? I actually watched it. It was actually fun, and believe it or not, it wasn't PG, which is a real rare commodity for a WWE thing. But yes, Suraj is here. Show this game to Ineos and show them a shit team can be entirely changed by proper investment. They don't want to invest though, Suraj. This is what I'm trying to say. Suraj, let's get one thing very clear. Everyone talks about debt. Everyone talks about having no money. Everyone talks about what they don't want to tell you, which is the real truth, is that Ineos does not want to invest and pay off the debt so we can use the revenue to buy more players. Because the revenue is revenuing, my friend. The debt's not. Well, actually, the debt is debting, I suppose. It's debting a lot, some people would say, because the only thing we're doing is covering interest rates on the debt, not the actual debt. If we had an owner, whoever the owner is, to start reducing some of that debt, which in turn reduces the interest, which in turn reduces all the other issues we have while we're trying to rebuild, it would be nice. Todd Bowley does not have to worry about debt for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why. Sure, some Chelsea fan can tell me. All he has to do is worry about infusing money, and that's what he's doing. He has money. He knows how much he can infuse without destroying PSR, and that's what he's doing. Simple as that. Yeah, pro wrestling is scripted, and so is your favorite superhero movie. Doing it live is an art. Yeah, of course. Of course. Rather than Edge or Daniel Bryan, I'll go with Chris Jericho's longevity, him working different circuits of the world and innovating and evolving. Oh, yeah, 100% you got to put Chris Jericho in that one. Hard Dungeon graduate, wrestled in Stu Hart's Stampede Wrestling, which is Bret Hart's father's wrestling company in in Calgary. Then he wrestled in Japan, obviously, back when people were allowed to do it. Thanks, Vince. If you know, you know. Yeah, I mean, how many of these people before this sudden thing where WWE sends their wrestlers to All Japan, like William Regal's son Charlie Dempsey and stuff like that, and that Yoshiki Inamura, who's currently coming in from Noah, uh, pre-pandemic, no one was allowed to do any of that. So Chris Jericho might be one of the last wrestlers, genuinely last wrestlers who could do all that before he signed exclusive deals with WCW and WWE. I think Chris Jericho is one of the last active wrestlers who actually had that life. Nowadays, it's opening up a little bit, so let's see. But I think Chris Jericho is one of the last people to actually do all that. But yeah, yellow card for Pedro Neto. Why you're 2-0 up, Pedro? Just shut up and stand in the corner, dude. What's wrong with this guy? You're 2-0 up. This is what I'm saying. It's really weird. Yes, but I would rather enjoy more moments like the spear off the ladder and the money in the bank cashing in and winning to Royal Rumble. Bro, that original Money in the Bank ladder match is still one of the best ladder matches I've ever seen in WrestleMania. It's not about watching, but saying XYZ is good or bad should win. He deserves to win. It's like saying Thanos was class and Endgame should have won. The athleticism is not the question. The outcome is. Yeah, but actually, all of them are not of the same athletic ability. And the ones that are actually good athletes and good technical wrestlers do not get rewarded. Anupam, that's what we're talking about. And there is I don't know if you don't watch the sport, but if you ask anyone, they'll all tell you all their talent is in their 40s because they can't create new talent. They can't create new talent because they keep pushing the old ones. That's what we're talking about. And all the old ones are on the brink of retirement. They're struggling. They're having partnerships with wrestling companies they never would have 5 years ago. They are taking talent from their quote unquote rival, which is something Vince would not care about. He wouldn't probably go near them 5 years ago. They're buying all they're getting all their talents as they become free agents. It's not coincidence. They're trying to buy stars because it's difficult to make. Oh, Caicedo got a yellow now. Stupid. Kicking the ball away. Stupid. Discussing script is great. It's not though. It's not. A lot of people do it. There are channels that do it specifically. It's actually quite common, Anupam. Also, golf is a business deal maker. Elites spend the day out in nature, talk among themselves. The game is designed to be slow. Yeah, I mean, you can do that shit on a hike, can't you? You don't really have to go to. Can you not do the same thing on a hike? Not. It's not a sport. It was difficult to watch that Anisimova speech, but eager in the slam finals, another level 6 out of 6 in slam finals, and she's won 5 of those in straight sets. That's crazy. Palmer is better than Mbappe. Yeah, okay, we're not going to participate in that. Is Ilya Topuria the next big thing in UFC? I think if Tom Aspinall had better rivals, because everybody loves a heavyweight champion, I think he would be the best. He would be the next biggest star. But as it stands right now, undefeated and finishing 3 of the best fighters ever in history, I I think he already is the big. The question is, who is the next big star? I think he already is the big star. I think after he beat Volk and Max in back-to-back matches and decided to move up, I think the hype just started a groundswell. A groundswell. Um, I think we have to look at who's the next big who's going to be the next big one, because I think Ilya Topuria, at least since last year, has been probably one of the biggest stars. If Islam doesn't beat Jack, they're gonna do that match, and if Ilya can beat Islam, then we're talking about a whole different level of star. Whole different level. Might be an unpopular opinion, but I think football has got his next magical number 10 in Cole Palmer after Messi and Eden Hazard. Bro, can you imagine? Can you believe that he's a United fan? Can you imagine if one day we can get our hands on him? If one day we sort ourselves out, and we can just buy him? Can you imagine Cole Palmer in a United kit as a United fan? Wouldn't that be great? Best technical wrestler I've seen is Dean Malenko, the man with 1,000 locks. Eddie Guerrero, ECW backing. Yeah, oh, Dean Malenko was brilliant. Dean Malenko, William Regal. You know who has interesting moves, Aditya? We'll put you on some game today, Aditya. There is this man who currently wrestles for CMLL, but he shares I guess he shares matches with AEW. His name is Hechicero. Hechicero. It's it is a very interesting style of Mexican wrestling. It's not exactly luchador style. Sorry, lucha libre style. Luchador is a wrestler. It's not lucha libre. It's like I don't know because there are different styles of Mexican wrestling. It's something I actually didn't know. I found out very recently. They have their own technical style of wrestling, submission style of wrestling. Believe it or not, we always thought it was a great save there by Sanchez to come out and put himself in danger. Oh wait, that punch could be really helpful. 3-on-2. Back. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. That could have been game over. Oh, what a move by Quicha. And Gusto gets a yellow. 3 yellows already. Dangerous. Chelsea are playing a dangerous game right now. Um, check out Hechicero, yeah. Why is Caicedo looking like gold standard Sheldon? Oh man, there's something they have some Ahmad's come back with dyed hair too. I was like, wait a minute, this looks but no one mentioned this in the chat all these days. But have you guys noticed that Ahmad has the same kind of dye color Rashford had, except Ahmad has it in spots? I don't know how you get your hair colored like that. It seems very uneven, but literally the same color as Rashford, that orange tint kind of. And I was like, wait, what's happening here, man? Why? And when I saw him come back with colored hair, I'm like, bro, why did you do that? You're going to be under scrutiny straight away from game one of the season. Like you had a bad Europa League final. Those terrible 2 games afterwards were just bad. Coming back with your hair colored is dangerous. It's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. Coming back with your hair colored like that. I'm just hate watching PSG. Not gonna lie, came from Chelsea to United after Hazard left, and this Chelsea is impressing me too much. And everyone, you're a Chelsea fan or were a Chelsea fan? I don't know, man. Maybe today's Chelsea's day. You know, maybe it's one of those. That's why Vince was so good. He pushed his son Austin Theory, bro. Like, it's not exactly like Vince has not called out some duds, dude. You know, and he tried to push Drew McIntyre at the time. It didn't work. He wasn't mature enough. When you said Austin Theory, I thought you were talking about this one, Austin Aries, for whatever reason. Austin Aries was fun to watch, but again, no push. He was superb, Austin Aries, man. In TNA, Austin Aries was so good. He had this super move called the pendulum elbow. And I think he's the only person I've seen who's actually ever done that pendulum elbow. It looks really cool. Satvir is saying one might or might not like pro wrestling, but Dark Side of the Ring is one of the best docu-series on sports and 100%. 100%. 100%, no doubt. I've heard many people say praise Dark Side of the Ring. Match stats: 122 passes completed, 4 attempts on goal. PSG 281 passes attempted, 1 attempt on goal. Oh no, it's game over. Oh my god. Joao Pedro. 3 goals in 2 matches. Oh. Oh my god, there we go. Jackson's done. 3-0, 42 minutes. Bro, this is literally what we saw happen to Real Madrid. Now is happening to PSG. That's crazy. Literally what happened to Real Madrid is happening to PSG. 2 goals and an assist for Joao Pedro. 3 goals in 2 matches. Wow. Gyökeres, Arsenal, Joao Pedro, Chelsea. Oh, is the Liam Delap even going to get a game? I don't know. Not based on what I'm seeing. Liam Delap didn't have a very good first game in the Club World Cup, did he? João Pedro comes and scores 3 goals in 2 matches. The matches aren't done yet. Wow, if he can stay fit, João Pedro is going to be a problem. He's going to be a real problem. I have some words on Sir Alex Ferguson. Sir, can I say that? Sure, you can. No? Of course. Of course. Bro, one of the big questions there is right now who can stop Sinner, Alcaraz finals and slams? Like it's getting a bit crazy. See, you know what's the sad part about tennis, Snail? The sad part about tennis is it only takes one injury. I would be more concerned about how fit they can stay because when you overplay when you're young, it could be detrimental. And now they have gotten so good so quick that they can't really skip. You know, they can't skip tournaments. They can't do any of that. Probably very important to them that they stay 1 and 2 in the rankings. So here we go, Nuno Mensch. That's what I'd be worried about. I'd be worried about how long is the fitness going to last right now because it's one of those moves where sometimes the problem could be within instead of external. I think I think you have to give. I think we have to see how fit they stay, man. And it might not. There might not be anyone for the next couple of years. It might be the same thing again, again. No, did you forget Austin Jerry Push came under Vince and he was personally involved in the story? Oh, I remember that, Aditya. And then you remember what happened before. Wait, before he got that push, when he was almost going to get sacked at NXT. Oh my god, great shout, Neil. Austin Aries was a dog. I loved his matches in Ring of Honor against Seth Rollins, CM Punk, maybe Cesaro. He was great. Again, dude, Ring of Honor is all the stars that we currently like have either wrestled at Ring of Honor or have been stalwarts at Ring of Honor. Like you said, Cesaro. I just remember Cesaro also was in Ring of Honor. That's right. CM Punk was in Ring of Honor. Um, I mean, Ring of Honor he's probably given this the current crop of WWE stars are probably all Ring of Honor stalwarts, like the proper stars. I'm telling you, man, they're struggling. They're struggling to create stars. This is like me telling you guys that we aren't going to sell our players like the way everyone thought. And then Aditya told me was that remembered the other day that I told everyone way before the transfer window started. I don't think we're going to sell the way people think we're going to sell. It's the same thing I've been saying now for over a year when we talk about wrestling. I don't think I don't think that WWE can build stars like they used to. It's getting tough. That's why I wonder if that's why their partnership with All Japan, AAA, TNA. This is why I'm wondering: is are they doing that? They basically poached. Well, they didn't poach. They waited for Jordan Grace's contract to run out, and then they just bought Jordan Grace. I mean, no matter how big Jordan Grace becomes in WWE moving forward, the reason she got to this point was because of TNA. You will not able to give call WWE will not able to claim that as development. What a save! That was creeping in the corner there. Oof. They needed that goal, to be honest. This team cooked all the PR teams and UCL were getting cooked by the mighty Chelsea. Yeah. Listen, man. Some days are not your days. Arn Anderson was great technically too. Arn Anderson, the four horsemen were all technically great because Ric Flair never ever align himself with people like that. If you hear the stories on the Joe Rogan podcast of how Ric Flair used to train, he said, no matter how much I partied, no matter how much nonsense I did, I would train every day. He would do calisthenics apparently. As you can tell, Ric Flair wasn't exactly bodied up. A lot of calisthenics. I think I heard him say. I think I remember him saying he used to do 1,000 squats a day, and I'm like, yo, bro, how can you do 1,000 squats a day? Like, where does the time go? How quickly are you doing these squats? There's no workout. You just do 1,000 squats and then you call it a workout. You're done. Oh my god! If Chelsea score a fourth, this game's really, really over. You might as well all just go to sleep. 3 more minutes in this half. Bro, I'm not enjoying this for some reason. The match, yeah, there's nothing to enjoy, dude. We're literally watching Chelsea get another 100 million, which means they're going to get more players, which means we are screwed because, well, Chelsea, whether people will admit it or not, is a rival of us, and we're just watching them turn have great turnover in the club in a span of less than 2 years. Who would enjoy it? But we don't have owners who want to pay off the debt, so that's it. Let me tell you this. This is the only time I will defend Ineos. But why should they pay off the debt? They only own 20% of the club. Why should Ineos pay off the debt? Why should Ineos pay off the debt? Satwir Singh cooked that all club. Satwir, where are you watching from, if you don't mind me asking? Chelsea fans disrespect a lot, but disrespect a lot, but his defensive tactic counters are good. Not every team needs to score 5-0 matches. Yeah. I would have enjoyed it 3-0 the other way. Yeah, we'd all enjoy 3-0 the other way, dude. But PSG has just not showed up today. Like from the very first 5 minutes, Chelsea were cooking them. So fair is fair. If you don't show up on the day of the match, it doesn't matter if you show up every other day. Ooh, handball by Palmer there. Oh, not a handball. Wow, clear handball by Palmer. That's interesting. What a great choice by Delap. Surely he'll get a lot of game time in the UCL. But Karthik, this is what I'm saying, right? He's an idiot. He is an idiot. But that's his problem now. That's not our problem. So let's see. Look at Khalifi, dude. Oh boy. A month ago, he was doing all kinds of dances, dude. About 6 weeks ago. Now he's getting cooked. Oh, look at this crazy fan. You can look at the wind blow in front of them. They're melting over there. Seriously, it's not even 30 degrees and they're melting. The great Bobby Fischer of Manchester United pulled the strings from sidelines, making United a supernova or the untouchables in the Premier League in Europe. I would like to quote, humans don't control three things: birth, debt, and Fergie type. Oh. Oh. The hell was Reece James trying to do that? Look at his face. He looks mad. I mean, wouldn't you be mad? 6 weeks ago, you were there, champagne showers and all that. Now what's happening, cuz? Now what's happening? You dismantled Real Madrid and now it looks bad. To be fair, they were 3-0 up way faster than Chelsea were. They only scored 4 in the end, but still. At this rate, it looks like Chelsea is going to score at least 2 more. How was it? I mean, they're losing 3-0, dude. This game's pretty over, Rhythm. As a big KL Rahul fan, I think finally the moment has come to prove how valuable he is if he hasn't already. I really hope he can stay not out and carry the team over the line. What do we need? We need 150 something, right? We need 150 something, and we have 90 overs. What is that? What are we on? We need what, 2 runs and over? Two runs and over with 6 wickets. You know the one thing I hate? There's nothing more frustrating to me than someone getting out for a duck and taking 9 balls to get out for a duck. Our opener, 7 balls, 0 runs. Bro, what are you doing for 7 balls that you couldn't even make a run? It's the worst kind of way to get out, dude. You sit there, you played a couple of balls, and then you go, okay, I'm getting in, and then you get out. No, I'm talking about my words on Sir Alex Ferguson. Oh, they're wonderful. They're wonderful. I couldn't agree. I disagree. I couldn't agree with you more. Tomorrow, Rishabh Pant will have an important role. Bro, listen, they need 135 runs. Less than 3 runs and over. I'm sure England's gonna have some spinners. Target the spinners and rotate the strike. Halfway through the day, the game should be over. Just I know it's like you're trying to make it sound simpler than it is, but you don't really have to chase a lot of runs, so it is doable. And I thought it couldn't get any worse. First India four down, Sinner one, and now this. But listen, dude, you know, if you don't show up on the night, you get punished. Need 135. So 135 is the same thing, right? So you need what, 2 runs and over, less than 2 runs and over. Just be smart, bro. What the hell happened in the first half? Cole Palmer, two finesses, bottom right hand corner of Donnarumma's. No pace, just placement. Beautiful composure. Nothing you'll see from our players, unfortunately. And then a beautiful split pass from from the right hand side, from the right wing. Nice little split pass through in between for Gusto, who was over underlapping, sorry, inverting, and Gusto chipped the ball over the keeper. 3-0. There is really no draw now. I think we win or lose. Right. Oh, you should see how he got out. I lost it. He tried to pull the ball off the offside ball when straight. Yeah, but who cares, dude? Like, what I'm trying to say is, how do you face 7 balls and not make one run? Like, this is the highest level of cricket we're talking about. I don't understand. Like, if you get out in the first ball, second ball, third ball, fair enough, right? Fair enough. 7 balls and you haven't made one run. I don't know about this, man. This is part of the reason why I can't bear to watch a test match then. Really. Injury to Bashir must be blessing in disguise for England. Even Root looks a better bowler than Bashir. Alcaraz needs to improve his first serve. Otherwise, bro, he has plenty of time to do all the improvements. What he needs to do is make sure he doesn't get overplayed and get injured. Danish need to hang in for the first start tomorrow. Punt to get runs on the other side. Rahul to be defensive. Only put bad balls away. Did you see the fight that happened the day before? Yeah, the Shubman Gill one. Yeah, bro. His voice didn't sound really great on the camera. I don't know if his voice cracked or something, but his voice was like, it wasn't very convincing. You were trying to get in someone's head. Also, this is why I actually like Kohli. Like you can tell like these people, it's forced. You can tell like it didn't feel anywhere as effective as if Kohli would do it. Promote Sundar and tell him to get some quick runs possible. Old PSG is back. The phases of football heritage is beating oil money. But Nigel, it's so funny you say that. It's like 6 weeks later. Oh, they're doing this halftime interviews thing, which is terrible, by the way. God, I can't. They're going to interview all the United players, and it's going to drive me absolutely crazy. It's going to drive me absolutely crazy every halftime. Every halftime they're going to do it. Um, it's crazy, Nigel. The whole tournament they absolutely outclassed everyone. Now they're falling short to Chelsea. And mistakes from Nuno Mendes, man. That's the it. All three go. No, not all three. Two goals came from Nuno Mendes' side. Two goals came from Nuno Mendes' side. You know why I said Bobby Fischer rather than Magnus Carlsen? Because from 2004 to 2013, winning Premier League under SAF, arrogant me was getting bored, and Bobby Fischer said, "Now I respect as a captain. You stood up. Archer was going after Nitish while Nitish was batting. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I don't know if it had the effect it should have had, like if Kohli did it, but it's definitely better than doing nothing for sure. PSG ran over top Italian team, top German team, top Real Madrid team, Premier League, but I don't want it to happen. Bobby Fish had a quote: "I hate chess because it's boring." I mean, listen, I like chess, but he's not wrong about that. He's not wrong. I really do like chess. He's not wrong though, is he? He's really not. He's really not. I think chess has got a lot of mainstream appeal after the Queen's Gambit. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Do you feel that way? I feel like after Queen's Gambit did so well, I feel like it got a lot more push. Oh, what's happening over here? J Balvin. Why is he coming out with the Colombian colors though? That's weird. It's not going to do with anything. Oh, he's going the okay. This cargo pants thing. I thought it was a '90s thing. Apparently, it's not anymore. Early 2000s. It's not. People wear it still. Oh, who's this? We should have more halftime shows in the Premier League. Is it just me, or do we should we have more halftime shows? A good vibe. At least we should have more halftime shows when United's not playing. At least I don't think I can deal with this if United's playing. What is with the yellow? Am I missing something here? Someone has to explain to me what's with the yellow. I must be missing something here. If we had done all or nothing show, imagine this amount of Instagram story and unsolicited interviews the player DOs would have done. Bro, that's one way of looking at it, Karthik. Imagine how incompetent we'd truly be exposed as. Imagine that. All this hate Daniel Levy has gotten since all or nothing, all this critique that Arteta's got since all or nothing. Just imagine how many people would get hammered in our club. Just imagine. Forget the players. The players get hammered no matter what. Imagine all the other people that get the people that get avoid the hammering. Those people would get hammered. Still going with yellow apparently. Seriously, thought cargo pants would never last this long. Apparently, if you're a South American man with a banger, you can wear it. Fingerless gloves, though. It's really pointless, isn't it? Fingerless gloves. Sir, it feels, Deboshi saying, sir, it feels like PSG is very much lethargic on the pitch. Well, you know what, Deboshi? The weather's not doing anyone favors, but it looks like you know what? You could say that, Deboshi, but I honestly think PSG are just getting outclassed. They've been getting outclassed since like the first 5 minutes, to be fair to Chelsea. That Doué chance could be a real game changer, but I think that was at 1-0, where he should have just shot. He tried to cut back and be cute. I don't think the angle was there for the cutback because the defender was parallel to him. He was running parallel to him. I don't know how he thought the cutback was there. He needed to shoot. I really don't F with Chelsea, man. PSG had one job. Yeah, but listen, man. It's all on merit, right? PSG has been outclassed from minute 3, if I remember correctly. What's happening here now? Okay, we've at least gone to red now, which is great. Actually, I wish I didn't see red. It's giving me PTSD from last season. Oh, Doja Cat. Now we're talking. Nathan approved. You should have watched Sachin book launch or something. Or something was happening in London, and the Sachin family was sitting in the other room, and Jadeja and Rahul were teasing Gill. Even Sachin's wife was laughing. I don't like these kind of jokes, dude. I don't approve. Have mercy. So it feels like, oh, I read that. All I want is Pedro Neto Gusto Casino to do a dirty foul. Dude, I think at 3-0, I think they'll hold on. Honestly, they're even defending well. Yes, as long as it's not As long as it's not a halftime show during a United game, we're okay. They have a stage at the top of the stadium. How crazy is that, dude? What kind of stadium is this where they have like a stage on the top of the stadium? Probably our new stadium's gonna look like this. I don't know if I like that or not, to be honest. Imagine they did a halftime show on a second round FA Cup match with Plymouth Argyle. Fucking hell. I wouldn't put it past our owners, dude. I wouldn't put it past our owners. It's a proper vibe, dude, this halftime show. The Champions League show seemed really intense, man. A lot more fun than I thought it would be. Significantly more entertaining than what we were watching. Okay. Who's this? Oh, bloody Coldplay. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, Chris Martin. I don't give a fuck about you. Shut up, bro. Not interested. Chris Martin. Shut up. Fucking bloody. Gives a shit. Fucking parachute pants. In India, chess was always famous, but I think the main. Yeah, I mean, we obviously loved Vishwanathan Anand, their national hero, and that. We have one in Goa when she was really really talented at a young age, like under 10, under 12. Her name was Ivana Furtado. Bro, every time she was in a tournament, it was in the newspaper from a super super young age. Danish maybe after Rishabh because Rishabh's blocking is also good. I don't want to listen to Chris Martin. Please give me a break, man. Nishan's here. What's up, Nishan? I don't understand the flags exactly, Nishan, but sure. I don't exactly get what you're trying to say, but cool. The singer's wearing yellow to show how shit this tournament is. Come on, man. Really? Oh, I read that, Deboshi. You don't need to spam, buddy. I read it. When Gukesh won the chess championship, I has been on another level. Yeah, but bro, come on. Vishwanathan Anand is that 20 years ago. Robert Sanchez masterclass. He has some traces of Unana DNA. Second half start, no, just people are just vibing right now. I don't know why they're vibing to Coldplay, but they're yeah. I mean, they're vibing to Cold. I mean, they're vibing, bro. They're vibing. Let's just move on, shall we? All right, we're done. Can someone tell me who this guy in the pink is? Because I've never seen him before. Someone tell me who that guy is? I have no idea who that is. Sure, one of you guys know who that is. They're playing Free From Desire, which is always great. Thought that pink guy was Imagine Dragons was Neil Mope. Don't know about having a big stage. Surely it'll look like a tent. All that is left is for the Fiend guide. Oh fuck! Can you imagine? That would be a real downer. What is Coldplay doing here? What do you mean? What is Coldplay doing here, Nitish? It's relevant, okay? It's relevant to the other bullshit that's relevant to this tournament. At last, fatigue caught up to PSG, especially Nuno Mensch. Bro, Nuno Mensch is looking. He's looking like he wants to be on that flight and take his holiday, dude. He's done. Bench is like, bro, I've been playing from August to basically August. Just give me a break, man. I'm done. Have you seen the PL top four strengthening the team? Do you feel other teams stand a chance? I mean, did anyone think Chelsea was going to finish 12th a couple of years ago? No, Suraj. Anything's possible. But as far as I am concerned, Arsenal, Liverpool, I mean, Man City and Chelsea, they're the only ones who've really strengthened, dude. If you look at the other teams, and we had this discussion, Suraj, like even on one MEFC, I'm sure you were there. It's like everyone's panicking, but not everyone's. A lot of teams aren't making any moves, man. So I don't understand why everyone thinks we're going to finish 15th again. Like a lot of these teams that finished above us have sold a lot of their players. They've sold a lot of their players. Their players have left. Whatever. It's all happened though. There's a lot of teams that aren't making as many moves as we thought they're gonna make. We can definitely pop up a few places higher up. I know people don't want to hear that. I know people are very frustrated right now. But just based on everyone else's activity, why not? Okay, you can say Tottenham are doing well right now. Even Tottenham have kudos and sure they bought some other players I can't think of right now. But apart from those five, everyone else is not really moving like that, man. Anything could happen. I think they are probably going to finish top four though. Doja Cat's got nice personality, of course, Karthik. That's what it's all about in life, dude. Especially as you get older. Very nice personality. There might be fifth spot for the UCL race because that yeah, there is going to be one, dude, because we have earned it. We have earned the fifth spot. We have earned anyway. Thanks to Italy bottling it on all fronts. I think we have earned the fifth spot overall. Um, that feels like our only hope for UCL if there's any because top four feels fixed. Liverpool, City, Arsenal, now Chelsea due to this. I don't think you should take this performance, Neil, because I felt like as the tournament went, there were some shaky performances by Chelsea. But in terms of market movement, I definitely would agree. They are the top four. I think Spurs is fifth right now. I think Newcastle, if they get Ekitike and lose Isaac, they have Ekitike and Elanga. I don't think that's enough to break into the top four personally. Um, a competition is Spurs and Newcastle. I think Aston Villa are going to. I think apparently Watkins is linked to Al Hilal and Martinez still has to go. So if they lose Martinez and Watkins, I don't know who their striker is going to be. Is it going to be Marlon? Marlon might not be as good as Watkins. That could be a grave mistake by Emery, by the way, trying to offload Watkins. Watkins is seasoned in this league. But yeah, Aston Villa are not making the moves either. I mean, it's very possible. Listen, I think we should finish eighth no matter what, Snail. I'm not giving Amarim that kind of buy, my friend. He's got his preseason. He might not have his players, but he has time to train everybody else. Can train Cunha until we get other players. He has had plenty of time. There was a statement that came out yesterday that any and all first team players plus reserves and under 21 players could get a chance to play for United. We are going to see. We're going to see if that is true. I've read and heard enough nonsense over the last 5-6 years. So let's see what happens. I think we should definitely do better than last year, no matter what. Even with this one signing, other teams have gotten weaker, and a lot of them haven't made sales and incomings. I don't think we haven't. I don't. I think it's absolutely no matter what, Snail. Let me make myself very clear. It is inexcusable to finish bottom half of the league again. When you're here now from June, July, you didn't get all your players. That's fine. You still got to work with what you got. How did he work with what he got in Braga? How did he get the Sporting Lisbon job? Because he worked with what he got in Braga. Sporting Lisbon didn't win the title in 10 years. He worked with what he got in Lisbon, and then he made Lisbon what it was until he left. He's got to work with the players he's got. Doesn't matter if he thinks the players are crap or not. Doesn't matter. He has to work with what he's got. The guy wearing pink is someone who's either a citizen of the USA or has US visa. Okay, I thought he was like some performer or something. Like I don't recognize who he was. So we are not seeing us in the top five at this moment. We need to add four more players. Yeah, I don't think we'll get top five, Suraj, but it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. It is unacceptable to finish bottom half of the season. knowing that everyone else is struggling to make signings except four players, four teams. Oh, DJT is there. Let's see what he's got to say. Come on, bud. Why did you miss UFC for this? Why did you miss UFC for this? Apparently, Andros Townsend is commentating. Hoyland is doing finishing drills. We're done. Bro, whatever. Suraj, I'm not buying any of that shit. Respectfully, I'm not buying any of it. He has time to train these people and drill them. That whole November excuse, it's over. I read we have chosen our direct rivals for preseason match. Let's see, Karthik. Let's see. Let's see how much we can truly improve with a quote unquote preseason. Second half started, not yet. Any moment now. Players coming out of the MetLife Stadium tunnel. Couple of minutes tops. It'll start. I'm though not buying any of it, Suraj. I'm just not. First it was we don't have a preseason. Then the second thing is we don't have our players. It's like you have to just make do with what you got, man. You have to just make do. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have taken the job. You shouldn't have taken the job if you can't handle it. And I heard two theories recently, and it was really frustrating to hear it. The first theory I heard was, and you guys tell me if you agree or not, everyone in the chat, okay? The first theory I heard was everyone's complaining about Garnacho saying everything in the after the Euro final, right? The Europa League final. People are saying to sell Bruno to keep Menu, right? And a great question was asked. So we are selling Bruno to keep Menu, but when they were both in the team, we played Bruno deep because Ruben Amorim didn't want to play Menu with Ugarte or Casemiro. Yet we are keeping Menu and saying we would keep Menu and sell Bruno Fernandes. Even though Menu can't get in a team that finished 15th, can't finish, cannot start in a team with 15th with Bruno playing out of his position. He cannot start a game while we are in 15th place. And they want us to sell our captain for Kobe Menu. So Kobe Menu can get a chance. I was shocked because when you say it like that and you think about it like that, it makes no sense. He couldn't get into a team that finished 15th. Yeah. That is one topic. The other one I heard was what's the other one? Why did Ruben Amorim take this job if oh ooh yes, she almost scored in the opening minutes. Why did he take this job if why did he take this job if he could not deal with the players he had? Oh no, sorry. The what I heard was shit, I'm totally forgetting it right now. It was a great point, yeah, and I wanted to really bring it across to you guys. Shit, I'll try and think of it while we're watching the stream and get back to you guys. Shot. Ooh, Sanchez with a fumble. Oh, what's happening here? What's happening here? I forget, yeah. When I read it, I was like, God, I gotta have a discussion with the guys when we come on live. What was it exactly? It was a great point, man. It was a really great point. But why did he take the job if he was in, oh yeah. Someone said, How is Ruben Amorim? Oh, this one really blew my mind. I have to admit, that was a big speech by Trump. He had come eighth, but we can't compete with top four unless we had players. I agree, bro. I'm not even okay with top half finish if we don't get Europa League minimum. I'm not convinced. Ideally, UCL. Fair enough. You need a defensive CM is an important position for Amorim. Well, Rios is not gone to Roma yet. We could still get him if we are interested. Uh, okay, so someone typed in a message, right, saying, how do you expect Amarim? Now, you guys, let everyone in the chat just answer this question, okay, before we move on forward. How can Amarim play with players that aren't his in a system that these players don't know how to play and expect to succeed? So now before anyone answers, don't say anything, because that wasn't the question. My question to you is, after you hear that sentence, is name me one manager in any team in any part of the world that comes in, and after 6 months, or comes in, even if, let's say, he came preseason, he comes in preseason and gets rid of all the players he doesn't want, because technically all the players are the players from the previous management. Every single manager that manages a team has players from somebody else's team in their team, especially when you're 6 months into the project. People are saying, how do you expect Ruben Amorim to cook if these aren't his players? Well, I'm sorry to tell everyone, and if you guys agree, I'm sorry to tell you guys, there is no way he was going to get all his players in 18 months. Because all his players means he has one player right now, which means you have to buy 25 players. And no one buys 25 players. Even Chelsea can't buy 25 players in 18 months. So this whole notion of how do you expect him to play with players that aren't his is very bullshit. Because literally every coach is playing with players that aren't his. Enzo Maresca is currently playing with half the squad that is not his. I would argue to say 3/4 of the squad are not his. So the excuse where Amarim goes, these aren't his players, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair, and I don't think people should use that as an excuse. Because where was he ever going to get his players in 6 months? And when do you think we are going to sell 20 players? We can't sell 5. Where are we going to send 20 players to buy 20 players in a span of 18 months? It is incredible that people use this as an excuse to defend Amarim. It's not his players. Bro, it was never going to be his players. Even if we had money, even if we had the 100 million, even if we spent all that money on Europa League, right? We would get 4 players tops. So the other 20 players, what do? We look at them. And then in 2026, Amarim doesn't have his players. Bro, like, this is though not realistic thinking at all from United fans. Instead, no, the question should be asked. If they told him he was going to get backed, he should have left. If he didn't get backed, he should have just left. If there's an agreement that he was going to get backed and he wasn't, then he should have left. Oh, what a save by Sanchez. Oh no, PSG have woken up. This is bad news. He should have just left, because he is knowingly taken a job mid-season with players that do not know how to play a system, because none of them have played the system. And it's fashionable to blame the players, fair enough, but none of these players have played the system. I don't know how people are blaming the players. People are like, these players have got 5 managers sacked, they're shit, this, that, and the others. Bro, they finished third 2 years ago. Most of these players finished third 2 years ago. Like, if they're so shit, how do you finish third? Even 8th. Bro, 8th and 15th is night and day difference. Same players. In fact, we got stronger players and finished 15th. We lost Phil Jones and got Delict, and we finished 15th. We actually strengthened, quote unquote strengthened, and finished in a lower place. Like, and people will tell you you're being negative, and people will say these players are shit. But I mean, how does he not take responsibility for anything, dude? Like, I don't get it. How does he just get a pass? He took a Braga squad, dude. He didn't have funds. He had to train these people his system. He had to change the way Braga played. Like, if you don't get your players, what? So there's no coaching to be done. We are just going to we are never going to coach a player now. We sold Elanga for 15 million, and 2 years later, Elanga's worth 55 million. So now apparently we have courage, youth courage, success on our plaque, and we don't even want to train young players anymore. We don't have time. That is not our strong suit. Ruben Amorim doesn't train youngsters. Then why did we get him in? Youth courage, success is on the plaque, dude. Someone explain it to me. Why did we get coaches that don't have any interest in developing youth talent when youth talent has been a key feature of our success? Bro, everyone is saying Anthony Elanga wouldn't have thrived in United because he needs to be trained. Yeah. What do we have coaches for? What do we have coaches for? 55 million, dude. 55 million in 2 years. Anthony Elanga almost got relegated to now playing Champions League football in 2 years. And we said we couldn't coach him at United. What are we doing? Explain to me, what are we doing? If we thought we had players better than Elanga, why is Elanga playing Champions League football and we are not? And even if he didn't get sold to Newcastle, he'd still be playing European football for Nottingham Forest. Let's not forget that. Even if you don't want to count the sale, he'd still be playing European football and we wouldn't. And not to mention, he cooked us, dude. He ran 80 meters and scored a solo goal against us. And we are sitting there and going, these people can't be coached. They're shit. We need stars. Newcastle has been much more successful than us in the last 2 years. They bought Elanga. We sold him for 15 mil. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why is the coach not getting any of the blame, dude? Like, everyone is developing. Ten Hag also, I mean, like, I don't know, man. I don't want to talk about this. How do you expect Amarim to coach players when he literally had 2 games a week? Dude, no one told him to take the job, Snehal. He's a grown man. This is the other thing I don't like people talking about. Like, who told him to take the job? If he's not getting signings, if he's not getting backed, why did he take this job? It's so easy to blame the owners, but what if the owners already told him he's not going to get backed and he took the job anyway? We don't know what goes on in these boardroom meetings, dude. We just assume. What if you tell me something, Snail? What if the management told him he's not going to get backed in January? Right? We got really furious, right? He didn't get backed in January. We only got Dogu. What if he was already told that? He took the job, Snehal. It's a great point by Karthik. Why can't we buy unknown names for the first team? Why do we have to get only known big names? This is another great point. This is another fantastic point. I mean, like, everyone has to hold equal responsibility here. It's real tough. You blame these players, but 2 years ago they finished third. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, it's so fashionable to blame the owners and the players, but like the coaches, the last coach set us back 5 years. The last coach set us back 5 years. Like, I don't know. Just really frustrating. Just really, really frustrating. I think the board should have thought about this. Amarim has a very different style to whatever Ten Hag. Exactly. But also Karthik, Amarim cannot take the job. You can't tell me Amarim didn't realize that we don't play a 3-4-3. What is he doing, dude? What is he doing? He doesn't realize what he's undertaking. I mean, if Chelsea wins the FIFA Club World Cup, they'll go on wholesale buying rampage for 100 new teenagers. Yeah. And they've earned it, dude. They've earned it. Fair play to them. Bakula's coming on. Wow, they're going into more attacking now. 7. Oh, he took out Kavicha. Oof, he's had a bad game today. Why you feel Amram can coach these players when he already failed in 8 months? What has changed? But Suraj, see, this is what I am saying. I am not making any claims that he can or cannot coach. I am telling you what people, the excuses people are giving him for his failures. Everyone says that he needs preseason to coach. Now we have not got players. People will say he didn't get his players. It's like there's excuse upon excuse upon excuse. But let me tell you something. How about I push back, Suraj? When is the last time we got our players on time? Last year, how many of our players we got after the season started? Delict, Xerxes, Mazraoui came in and just came in time for the first game, right? Then Ugarte, we got 3 out of our 5 signings after the season started. The years before that, even I think we got Amrabat and Hoyland after the season started. Like, we don't get our players early. And the last 2 windows have been under Ineos. So you can't even blame the Glazers. I actually think Ineos is worse than the Glazers. Controversial as that might sound to some people, I actually think they're worse. Just, I don't know. Lots of questions. Snail is saying this season is where I will not really defend him. Yeah, but it's not that you shouldn't defend him, even Snail. It is like, where are we falling short? Like, where are we really falling short? Somewhere down the line, we're falling short on every level. I don't think it's all on Amarim, but I also don't think Amarim is void of criticism. The thing is, no one wants to blame Amarim for anything. The fact that he has said controversial statements that have devalued our players, people celebrated it, and 6 months later, when we cannot get money for them, they're complaining. Like, I mean, you can't have it both ways. No, you can't be outspoken about players and then when no one wants to buy them, complain about it. You can pick one or the other. We were all very happy he called out Rashford, but today when we can't sell Rashford, we complain about it. Like, it's part of our own doing that we can't sell Rashford. You gotta take that responsibility in as well. You can't just ignore that. Why can't we sell Garnacho? Because now Garnacho is deemed a liability. He might be a liability, but the thing is, if he was not deemed a liability publicly, we could have just sold him and it could have been someone else's problem. Now we are going to undersell him, which will affect our PSR, which will affect our marketing moves. It only affects us at the end of the day, Snail. It doesn't affect anybody else. Whatever bad faith moves we have made only affects the club. Nobody else. Then there'll be news in London that there is a ginormous surge in the population of London because 1 out of every 3 London residents is a Chelsea player. Why can't I read that? We are not getting anyone by the looks of it. No, no, unknown. There's still time, man. We're going to get players. It's just that people aren't going to be happy about those players, dude. And then that narrative happens. We didn't get his players. How is he supposed to coach these players? But I mean, like, you took the job, dude. None of these players could play your system. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people never could play your system. Like, why did you take the job to begin with? You should have taken the Brentford job. People who play 3 at the back, dude. Brighton, Brentford, something like that. We have never in our club history played a back 3, dude. We play a back 3 every now and then. We played with wingers for the last 40 years. Like, you can't just join a club and then go, yeah, I'm going to do it, dude. Like, it doesn't work that way. The whole system's in place. And oh my god, do you guys heard what Rooney said? Oh my god, you know what, let's not talk about United. I don't want to depress you guys. Bro, what Rooney said scared the shit out of me. Seriously. What Rooney said scared the absolute shit out of me recently. My god. Really, really frightening words by Rooney. What happened there? Why are they pushing each other? Anyway, everyone needs time to coach and you don't have that playing 2 games a week. Dude, but what is okay, we have preseason now and we're not going to play 2 games a week most of the year. Let's see how it goes. What if Amram told the board during joining that they would have to be ready to write off this season and board might have been okay with it? What have we achieved without giving managers time? But dude, there's a difference between writing it off, Snail, and finishing 15th. Finishing 15th is not a write off, my friend. Finishing 15th is disgusting. Let's get one thing very clear. Even if we all thought the season would be a write off because of the system and how we don't have the players, nobody thought we were going to finish 15th, Snail. There's not one person I know that said we are going to finish 15th or even on the bottom half of the table. Like there's a difference between a write off and there's utter disaster. This season's been more than just a write off, Snail. You can't sum up this season as a write off. The season would have been a write off if we finished 10th or 8th. I mean, it has been terrible. I mean, the gameplay, the performances, the stupid interviews afterwards. Like, there has been not even one shining bright light that has been constant the whole season. Like, even if it was a write off, dude, this is way more than any kind of write off I was expecting. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't expect the write off to be disaster. But yeah, if we get a CMGK and wingback, CB, wait, sorry. We get a CMGK and a wingback, center back, anyone after Mbemo, I'm not going to complain. Yeah, listen, there is time. There is definitely time. I am not writing off the transfer window. I am just looking at it right now. If we don't get these players, so for example, right, we bought 5 players last season. We got 3 after the season started, right? A lot there was not you guys, but there was like murmuring in the fan base, content creators, Twitter. They were saying, oh, these players have come in after the season start, how will they incorporate into the team, right? This is professional football, right? This is not their first game of professional football. The players that we bought later on were um, Delect Ugarte, and who was the other player we bought after the season started? God, I can't even remember. Last season's been so terrible now. I can't even remember anything. Anyway, forget all that. My point is, God, I forgot my point now. What's happening? Oof, thinking about last season's really giving me nightmares there. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, I'm actually drawing a complete blank. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. You know what? We'll come back to it when I remember. I actually thinking about last season's really making me blank out completely. But oh yes, what I was going to say was they are going to complain that those players didn't have a preseason. They came after the season began. So now, I believe Saturday we have a first game, right, in Sweden against Leeds. Vedant's not here today, but I told Vedant on Twitter, I don't think Mbamo is going on tour. I think this is the team we have going on tour. Whoever's there, not injured, I think that's the team we are going with, at least for the American part of the leg. So whatever players we get, like for example, if Suraj says we get a CMGK center back, wing back slash after Mbamo, all these players are going to go under they didn't have a preseason with Amberam. So if they don't do well, 3 or 4 players get a pass. Or maybe they won't get a pass, but people will definitely say that they didn't get a preseason. Now we are on 1 game a week for most of the year. What are we going to be doing during the week? We have to see. But if we keep using the excuse of no preseason, now when we had 1 game a week for the majority of the year, then it's like let's be honest, there's not a lot of coaching happening, or either that, or there's not a lot of man management, or there's something going wrong on off the field as well. So I'm really hoping. I'm still saying we are going to sign people. I don't know which people we're going to sign. I don't know if it's people we are even going to like. But Dilap. Oh! Oh! Oh, that would have been great. That would have been a great goal. What a save by Donnarumma. Dilap's trying to cook, or he's going to be on the bench. Oh, he just got there. Good save. Uh, yeah, I don't know, man. Even if we get players now, I don't know. Surely there's going to be people with excuses. What did he say? What Rooney said? It is disgusting, but if next season turns out to be good, would it matter where we finished? I mean, for a sense of pride, a little bit snail, because we finished really low. First Chelsea was banter because it was 12th. We finished 15th or 14th or wherever we finished. I think we have finished the lowest out of all the top four teams in the Premier League era. Maybe maybe Man City got relegated. Probably I don't know, something like that. But it's not great. It's not great. Let's see. Maybe it won't matter. I don't know it. I guess suppose it depends on where you finish as well. What is the definition of good, snail? You'll have to be more specific. If we win a FA Cup and a Carabao Cup, probably not. Probably not. Probably it won't matter where we finish. If we finish in Europa League spots, probably not. I don't know. I don't know. I suppose it depends on where it finishes. That's a great question. I don't really, I can't really answer that, snail. It might be a very good point. If we finish fifth, would it matter? Probably not. Actually, you know what? If we finish fifth, it will definitely not matter. As long as fifth is still Champions League positions by the end of next year. It probably won't matter at all, because it'll be, everyone will just go, oh, it's a one time thing. That kind of, wait, what the hell is this thing? I just saw a pipe. I don't know what that is. Something's coming out on a pipe thing. Are they wetting the pitch? That might be necessary based on how these people are dying on this pitch. They are struggling. Mendes is just waiting to go home now at this point of time. 20 minutes left. This game to be done with. It was a clear second yellow Neto foul where we finished. Just because some people complain about stuff doesn't mean you'll start being harsh on Amram. I certainly won't take it as an excuse. No, it's not that. But see, that the thing is, I'm not being harsh on Amram. People actually believe these excuses, right? This is the thing. The groundswell of defending him unconditionally should not happen, because I don't think anyone deserves to be unconditionally defended for 15th, snail, if that makes sense. um, I don't think you can just go, I can't blame Amarim for that season because of so and so reasons. I am very willing to say, and snail, I'm sure you know that I don't really like Ten Hag, but I don't think we'd finish 15th with Ten Hag, snail. I'm just saying, maybe we would. I don't think we would, though. Honestly, I don't think we would. That's just my opinion. I could absolutely be wrong, but I don't think we'd finish 15th. And the fact that Amarim just gets a pass for finishing 15th under various circumstances, it does not sit well with me. I'm not harsh on Amarim. I'm harsh on the people that don't think Amarim is to blame. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. It's not a direct criticism to Amarim. Amarim's not asking for any of our sympathy, obviously. The people that defend him, make him null and void of the problem, that is an issue. That is an issue for me. Nathan, we would have been relegated by Ten Hag. How bad it would be. But Snail, apparently, don't uh, don't quote me on it because I can't remember now. As I told you, last season's a bit of a blur for me. Apparently, when we sacked Ten Hag, we were in eighth place. But apparently, I don't know if you can fact check this now after the season's over. We were 4 points away from top four. Now, does that mean we would have finished in eighth place and 4 points away from top four? Probably not. But I don't know if you guys knew that, but I actually didn't know that. I thought we were playing so bad that we were just terrible. But apparently, when we sacked Ten Hag, we were 4 points away from top four. So I don't, I don't know. I don't know. Didn't he get sacked when we were eighth, Snail? Whatever we were, dude. I believe we were 4 points away from top four. I don't remember the placement exactly. Maybe we weren't eighth. Apparently, we were 4 points away from top four. And what did we finish? 30 points away from top four. Either way, man. Let's see. Who knows? Who knows? If we finish in European spots, I guess none of us will be complaining. It would always matter this 15th position. Good for me is minimum Europa League finish. So what is Europa League finishes again? Sixth, and seventh. Did you hear that Crystal Palace might not be getting their Europa League spot? That's terrible, isn't it? That was United were 14th when Ten Hag got sacked. Really? How are we 4 points away from top four then? Did everyone suck at that point of time? That's crazy. Uh, either way. I just what was I saying? Fair enough. Fair enough. Amram did say Storm is coming, have to suffer, but he confidently said his good days are coming next. Is that PR or he has some plans? Well, Suraj, listen. I hope it's not PR. I hope it's not PR because that's going to be a cold speech in the future. Trust me. If it goes the way he thinks it's going to go, that speech is going to be remembered for a long time. I remember when Eric Ten Hag did his the speech before the FA Cup final. I'm like, bro, if we lose again to City, the cooking we are going to get from everybody's fan base is going to cook us. And I was like, oh, come on, Ten Hag, you got to do it now if you're going to give a speech like this. And then when he did it, I was like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it because that speech was not going to age well. That speech was not going to age well if we lost. And the fact that we didn't lose was the fact that I thought we outclassed City in that FA Cup final was like, oh my God, I don't know what he did, but he did it. I really don't know what he did, but he did it. I mean, I thought we outclassed City in that FA Cup final. The scoreline may not show it, but I thought we really outclassed City in the FA Cup final. It just made the whole speech great. And in the same way, oh my God, João Neves literally picked up Cucurella. Bro, how crazy is that? João Neves just picked up Cucurella like he was a baby. He literally picked him up. He picked him up. Cucurella was holding his elbows and his ankles, and he just picked him up. Wow, strong little boy, that fellow. Hello, Ketan. Kya halchal na? We're just discussing stuff. It started off pro wrestling. We tried to avoid United, but we then got news that Gyökeres is official to Arsenal. So, yeah, that was great. Now Reece James is on the ground. Oh, did you hear the news, guys? I don't know if it came out today morning, but FIFA is going to look for indoor stadiums because of heat. I'm like, couldn't they just do this? Couldn't they just do this at the beginning of this tournament itself? Well, so the good news is that it's going to be indoor stadiums apparently next year. So let's see. I would pick up João Neves with ease and throw him as well. No, dude. João Neves picked up Cucurella. Cucurella was holding his ankles and he deadlifted Cucurella. I'm not even joking. That was mad. United was 7 points away from top four. Just checked. What did we finish? 35 points away from top four? What happened? We were 14th and 7 points from top four. Boy, everyone started terribly in the season, huh? Nkunku and Dewsbury Hall's on. What difference does it make with 15 minutes left? Oh, I know. Okay. Yeah, and they're trying to give us Nkunku and Jackson, dude. No thanks, bro. I'll keep Hoyland, man. I don't want Jackson after watching what I just saw today. A man's played 2 games and he is automatically replaced Jackson, dude. It's incredible. The man's played 3 halves of football and he's already better than Nicholas Jackson. And they want to sell Nicholas Jackson to us. No thanks. Bro, if we buy Nicholas Jackson because we are this desperate for a striker, no. We have really lost. We have really lost our ways, man. Just buy Rios and let's get on with the season. Ooh. Oh. You know what? Take Jackson now. No thanks, but no thanks. Let me be delusional. What will your reaction if we win the Premier League next season? Bro, the level of, first of all, I'll apologize to Ruben Amorim because that's what you do as a man. Some people need to learn that. But oh my god, the utmost levels of shamelessness I'm willing to reach. You have no idea, dude. You have no idea. Ganguly at Lords, Degeneration X with the suck it. Who knows, dude? Who knows? Indian expressions using stiff dances. You never know, dude. We'll never know at this rate, unfortunately. Forget football. Let's talk about wrestling. Oh, we were doing that, weren't we? Man, Chelsea's still trying to cook them. 12 minutes left. I get frustrated thinking about football. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. In 6 days, we're playing football again. It's not going to last very long after these 12 minutes. It's not going to last very long. 6 days from today in Sweden. Dirty Leeds, Rose Derby. At least football's on underway. Dude. Let's see if they feel the pressure. If we perform badly in the preseason friendlies, maybe they'll buy us some players. Pro Tenag was at that position after 2 seasons. Amram came without a preseason. Dude, all I'm saying is, I hope you're right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If it happens, great. If we, like I said, great. But this whole players on time thing, I don't think we've ever gotten players on time. And this is not even to Ten Hag. I don't think we got players on time with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Mourinho, Ten Hag. I don't think we ever got players on time. So let's see how that turns out. PL top four are not favorites for PL, but also UCL. United can't stand a chance to compete. You never know, yeah. You never know. People will drop off in form. It's not impossible. Oh no, Delap. Delap. Ooh, maybe too many touches there. Oh, they almost scored another. Hope we get battered by Leeds. That will force the board to sign some players. You'd hope so, Karthik, but you never know. Now, you know what would be really sad? If Daniel James comes and cooks us. That would be really sad. Because it really possibly couldn't get worse than that. I mean, I love Dan James. Great servant of the club. Nice guy. Was really sad that it didn't work out. 21 years old. Few weeks, was it before or after he signed his contract, his father passed away, scores on debut. You can see the emotion. United fan. You can see the emotion. 4-0 at Chelsea. The goal wasn't the best, but he scored on debut. Father passed away. I mean, he worked so hard, would draw so many fouls, would cross the ball, unlike our wingers currently at this point of time. Actually played really well for Wales as well, which I know people don't care about international football, but would go and play really well at Wales, struggle at United. Sometimes people say because of how we play football, some people will say because of the level. Either way, if he if he if he comes if he comes, oof, PSG players are really losing it. Caicedo is losing it now. Bro, just stay calm. There's 9 minutes left, man. What's wrong with these Chelsea players? Just keep your composure. Why are they trying to fight? They are the team winning. It's so weird. They've got three fouls. They've got three fouls for being stupid. They've got three yellow cards for being stupid while leading the entire game. Stupid yellow cards. I don't know what they're losing their mind for. They're 9 minutes away from winning the Club World Cup. What is this? I don't know. What behavior is this? Just keep frustrating PSG and move on. Enzo Cruyff Maresca showing who are real UCL winners. UCL. UECL. We're not losing to Leeds. We may get relegated with 6 points, both wins against Leeds. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, yes, you all guys wanted to know what Rooney said. Oh, boy. Here we go. Maybe I should time this a little bit better so I can frustrate you all before I log out of the stream. Maybe I should time what Rooney said. Say it later so you all can go to sleep sad. I don't know. I've had a few days to process this. He said this a while back, but I just remembered it now. But yeah, needless to say, it's not great news again. Someone else not giving us great news. Oh, I'll time it. I'll purposely wait towards the end of the game because I'm not waiting for this trophy ceremony. I'm bouncing. I hate to watch John Moxley's matches. He has to rely on these shenanigans to get headline. But I also think this is how he wants to wrestle, dude. He doesn't want to do. He doesn't want to just talk. He doesn't want to just do storylines. He wants to. He wants to be racy. He wants to. He wants to say shit. You know. I think it actually works well with his lunatic fringe persona. It's just that WWE would never let him do it. Say it now. Now, why? I don't want you all to process it during this match. I just want you to get really depressed and go to sleep. Uh, Actually, you know what? Let's have a grown. Oh, another yellow card, bro. What's happened? They're just losing it now. Yes, you're just losing control. Basically, Rooney said, "We come from a system. Don't be slick, man." I wasn't going to be slick. I was just going. I was just going to bounce before you can get depressed. Um, he basically said, "I'm sure you all guys have read it, but no one. I need 5 minutes to convey about it. I don't know if there's much to really say, but we basically he said that I don't. We have always relied on youth to be part of the success of this club, and apparently, now I don't know how much this is true. We are going to have to wait and see, I suppose, when the youth play. But apparently, he does not want to change the youth system of playing football. So one of the reasons Jurgen Klopp's model worked so well, I mean, I don't need to tell you that, but I'll tell you this anyway, is that literally all. Oh no, João Neves is getting sent off. He pulled his hair. That's so stupid, João Neves. Child, absolute child, absolute child. He should be sent off. You should never be allowed to pull a man's hair like that. Um, Basically, he said that apparently they don't want to change the youth systems yeah, he's getting sent off. He doesn't want to change the youth systems to be a funnel into the first team. And he said, how is this sustainable when that has been our model our whole life? All these youth academy players that we like, uh, they're celebrating Neves. I mean, this kind of fan group is really sad. But anyway, um, so he's saying, how is this supposed to be sustainable? The whole point is to, if we have injuries, if we cannot afford to buy players, that we have people who can fill in the gaps. If our starting 11 or whatever, if we don't have players. And he's saying that's how people like Lingard got his chance. This is how people like Neville got his chance. This is like people, most famously, Rashford got his chance. Greenwood got his chance. Um, Mainu got his chance. Basically, he's saying, how are we not creating? How are we not let to start? You know, at the beginning of this season, how will we not let everyone play in the same system so we have a funnel? You know, in case we get injuries, like a couple of years ago when we had 60 plus injuries during the season, and we were struggling. Like, how are we supposed to sort it out if you know, if we have injuries this season? Where is the funnel from the youth academy to the main team? Saying this is not sustainable at all to do it. And I agree with him. After seeing how Jurgen Klopp got all these super young players to win a Carabao Cup, I'm sure I don't need to tell you how they beat Chelsea in that Carabao Cup final with like half of the team were little kids. A couple of those players apparently went to school on Monday and were with their Carabao Cup medal. I know people laugh at that, but it's true. Apparently, they went to school, not college, school. Um, ah, and here's the thing, right? Like how do we? He's right. How do we fit in? How do we fit in players if they get injured? Whatever your thoughts are about Amram, whatever your thoughts about anything, how do we fit players in if they are playing a different system? And as we all know, our youth teams do really well. Our youth teams, right till under 21s, do well. Our women's teams do well. Like if under 10 to under 21 has the same system, right? But the main team does not have the same system. How are they supposed to play? I don't get it. It's a great point by Wayne Rooney because some of our favorite players actually got their chance through injury and filling in a spot. I don't know how that works, to be honest. This referee is clearly biased against Chelsea. Joao Neves has been in this shithousery since ages. Bro, the referee probably is just letting it slide because they're getting hammered. Let's be honest. If this game was a lot tighter, it would make a difference. They just seem really frustrated now. They're just getting outclassed. Absolutely outclassed. Bro, the kind of stability we need to get back to the top, we gotta be patient. But of course, Amram needs to do the minimum to show we are progressing the right path. I don't know. I don't know even know if this is Amarim's fault. The fact that we're not going to. I mean, Jurgen Klopp enforced everyone to play the same formation, moving down. Like he hired coaches and the right people to ensure that we play the same system of football down the levels. I don't even know. Mr. Tap in there. And that's why I don't want him as a striker for our club. Gonzalo Ramos is shit. Usman Dembele plays in his place and he's not even a striker. People are trying to pawn off Gonzalo Ramos to us. No, thank you. No, thank you to Gonzalo Ramos. No, thank you to Nicholas Jackson. I'm very happy with Hoyland. Thank you. We've already made one mistake. We don't need to add to them. I don't know, man. I don't know how it's supposed to translate. Because then we'll say these people don't know how to play the system. Amram's system is specific. Like if you don't push it through the ranks, then how are they supposed to get promoted and get spots? Not a clue. Wilcox prefers to build better players than system specific players. Yeah, but the problem with that, Suraj, is when Amarim, God forbid, Amarim wants a specific system player, who gets the call? Who gets the call? If you don't have that kind of fluidity in your team, because we are talking about kids after all. We are talking about kids. Just kick the ball, Palmer. What are you doing, bro? It's 90 minutes. What is this South American style of time wasting, dude? Just move on. You're 3-0 up. There's 5 minutes extra time. We want to go to bed, dude. We don't have time for your stupidity, you bowl cut donkey. Hurry up. I love Cole Palmer, but I hate people who waste time, dude. 3-0 up and you're wasting time. It's insane. This is really South American tactics. Yeah, so God, I hope we play the system through the youth, because if we don't, and the other reason I'm talking about this, guys, it might sound very random, is because we are not currently buying players. So, and something came out yesterday. I think it was on the Independent. I'm not sure which news article it was on. That every player in the reserves and in the first team will have an opportunity to play, have an opportunity to earn their spot in the team. I don't know what that means, because I didn't think you need to say that. I thought everyone should have a chance to play. It's like everyone will get a chance to play football. I'm like, isn't that how it should be anyway if they're part of the squad? Shouldn't everyone actually have a chance to play football if they're part of the squad? But I don't exactly know what that meant, but that came out yesterday. So between that and the systems and the injuries, I don't know how we are supposed to manage promotions of players. Today there will be a new edition of Cucurella song, PSG edition. Alvaro Carreras visited Madrid today with his family. The player spent several hours in the city. His signing will be fully completed in the next hours. Move on. I don't even want to talk about that. I'd rather take current Sergio Ramos than Gonzalo Ramos and Nicholas Anelka than Nicholas. Like I said, man, I'm happy with Hoyland. I don't want to spend. I don't want to give Chelsea any money, dude. I don't know if that sounds crazy to you people, but I don't want to give Chelsea any more money, especially after today's match. I don't want to give Chelsea any more money. I don't care if it's 5 million, dude. I don't want to give them any money. So that is my take on this particular instance. Nkunku and Jackson sit on the bench and relax, bro. Sit on the bench and calm down, because we are definitely shouldn't be buying you. If we buy them, we might as well just write off the season. Honestly, we should just write off this season if we are going to depend on Nicholas Jackson or Christopher Nkunku. Sell Chelsea Garnacho now. Yeah, but But Manchester United want 50 million for him after devaluing him, Suraj. Why would they do that? They are trying to get rid of Garnacho and they're also trying to put up the price. That's not how it works, unfortunately, Suraj. We are going to get leveraged. If we don't sell him, we keep him. If we keep him, people will complain. So fortunately, again, only the club suffers. Now Sanchez is doing his missing, but who cares, dude, when there's 2 minutes left? What Calvert Lewin, baby? I mean, Calvert Lewin's injury. Like I said, I'm very happy with keeping Hoyland. I'm very happy with keeping Hoyland. Another bad foul. Yo, Nuno Mendes has just had a shit game today, hasn't he? PSG needed this humbling. People saying this PSG would trace City. 2020, City didn't lose 5 games in a UCL campaign unlike PSG. Sure, but didn't PSG play more games too? Who cares, man? Who cares? Honestly, who cares? It is what it is. They got outclassed today. That's the only thing that matters. Isn't it? These people are getting ready to run on the pitch. India in the World Cup style. I admire PSG trying to make this a match. Makes no sense with 30 seconds left though. Love to keep Garnacho, but he has done it to himself. I think they're all responsible again, unfortunately. Either way, you can't devalue him and then ask for 50 million. No one's gonna pay it. Looks United future Nicholas Jackson standing there. Bro, I'm telling you right now, I don't care who's the coach, I don't care who's the management, I don't care who's the player. If we actually, how did they already get? They've already put on their world champion shirts, dude. Look at them, cheeky people. They've already put on their little world champion shirts on full time. Let's be done with this game. Oh, Cole Palmer masterclass. 2 goals and an assist. Fantastic. Uh, Congratulations, Chelsea. Great job. Great job. I think Reece James has won everything. No, Reece James has not won a Europa League, which I know no one will care about, but Reece James has won the Conference League, Champions League, Club World Cup. Has he won the league? No, he was probably too young then, right? I don't think he won the league. He needs a league and a Europa League now. Bro, can you not see him praying, Neto? Oh no, there was a foul there. What happened? What happened? Oh no, Donnarumma hits. Oh, it's getting ugly. It's getting ugly. We expected it to get ugly. Yeah. Enzo Maresca talking to Donnarumma. Yo, PSG absolutely head loss. Absolute head loss by PSG. Absolute head loss by them. Still they're fighting there, bro. Let's see what happened. Hey, Luis Enrique pushed him. No, oh, Luis Enrique pushed Pedro and each other. Oh, oh. Wait, it wasn't Donnarumma. Oh, it wasn't Donnarumma. Why is Donnarumma getting shot? They're still fighting. What's going on? Donnarumma is not the person who actually fouled that. Nicholas Jackson just acting out now. He did nothing. Luis Enrique put his hands on João Pedro. They were pushing each other and then he grabbed him by his neck and gave him a shove. I mean, that shove. Bro, these people act like they got hit with a sledgehammer, dude. Luis Enrique is 50 years old. Like, what could he have possibly done to you? What could he have possibly done to you by shoving you on his neck? He just falls to the ground and holds his neck. It's so crazy, dude. João Pedro is already going to be a shithouse, clearly. If we actually look at Jackson, I literally won't watch the next game, bro. It's up to you, dude. It's up to you. That's all I'll say. I'm telling you, give Manager of the Year trophy to Enzo, Cruyff, Maresca, or Ange. I always win something in my second season. Postecoglou. Cole Palmer masterclass. Really. Chelsea really suffered 3 years for this. Happy for them. Now is to just go to default settings in the PL. Has it been 3 years? Wasn't it like 2 years? It's been three. For whatever reason, I thought it was just two. Bro, the levels of shithousery in this team is actually worrying me now. Jao Pedro felt like he got hit by Magneto, dude. That was brilliant. The way he fell down, Enrique's little neck push. Brilliant. No, dude, he flopped. Let's see. More fights. Chelsea won the cash cow trophy. Yeah. Bro, are they going to fight some more? Oh no, they're going to celebrate the fans. Oh yeah. What a game. What an absolute outclassing from like minute 3. Wow. Too good. I have to say, pretty good. Pretty good in general. So now PSG aren't giving the honor thing while the I mean, I don't know. This is in America, dude. Who knows if they even have to do that, to be honest. They probably will do it, but who knows? Ay, 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 ay. God, when is our first game, man? So 19th? 19th at who knows what o'clock. Brilliant. 6:30 p.m. We'll take it. We'll take it, man. I'm not getting up for that 4:30 a.m. Forget that, dude. Forget that. No chance. I don't think they will do it. I like the ending more. Next game Saturday, 6 days, 6 days from now. God, man, I have 6 days to relax before misery continues. Hey Tathagata, good evening. Let's destroy the football world. What if Chelsea wins Premier League next season? If they play like this, there's a good chance. Put that draw in the UCL. Tell me something. That Crystal Palace has lost their Europa League spot to the. They'll get a Conference League spot. So who gets their spot? Apparently, Crystal Palace will lose their spot, which is a shame. Honestly, that FA Cup final was cool. For them to lose their spot after earning it would be sad. But such is the game. Such is the game, people. Such is the game. Okay, guys, I'm off. It's been wonderful. Not really. Chelsea's just gotten a lot richer now, so we are in more problems. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun match. I think Chelsea outclassed them completely. I thought Cole Palmer was fantastic. I thought Nuno Mendes might as well should have gone back home to Paris today. It was really bad. So weaknesses exposed finally. Some people were saying the PSG gene is back. I'm like, I don't know if I'd go that far, but fair enough. Surely your coach has fight half team fought now where you're standing. Yeah, no way you're standing. I mean, it wouldn't be a good look if they weren't standing there either though, right? Like tomorrow people will say, why should we do it? PSG didn't do it, Nottingham Forest. If Nottingham Forest win the league? If Nottingham Forest win the league, we might as well. Bro, let's not do that. That's just not going to be great for us. Only no one else is going to suffer. Let's just leave it at that. We'll be doing a chill stream midweek, guys. Probably Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Saturday we're back. Whatever that means, we're back. We'll see. Hopefully, Mbamo in his away kit in 3 days' time. Let's see. I hope today India win now, bro. It can be done, man. It can be done. It can be done. Gibbs White deal is off. Apparently, something they were talking about, illegal approach to him. I thought when the transfer market is open, you can approach any player, but apparently they illegally approached him or illegally found out his buyout clause. I also thought buyout clauses was a public knowledge thing because every buyout clause we talk about, we know. So that's really weird. I don't really understand the logistics of that. No football for me for 20 days. So, yes, you get a break because you're in the tournament, right? Good for you. Just will watch cricket. Fair enough. Karthik Singh, see you guys tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll do a chill stream 8 o'clock, 8:30. Like a normal time where we can sit and chill and talk. But yeah, commentary: Nottingham Forest equals the Premier League trophy collection with the UC. Oh wait, no, Europe. Nottingham Forest is in the Europa League, right? Who gets the Europa League spot? I wonder. They definitely take away the Ballon d'Or from Dembele now. I mean, that would be really weird, but probably. It depends on who they give it to. That's what I'll say. Hey Ranjan, I hope they get 135. Can't stand Duckett and Crawley. What kind of name is Duckett anyway? Uh, Duckett. Um, all right, guys. I'll see you Tuesday, Wednesday, 8:30 ish. If you want, I'll put a. You know what? Earlier in the day of doing the watch along, I'll just put a little community post out. Yes, that's what I was asking. Uh, I think it is Nottingham. I thought Nottingham Forest was already in the Europa League. Let's have a quick look before we go. Premier League table. No, oh. Wait, what? Oh, maybe. Maybe it is Nottingham Forest. Although there's no Conference League thing here. Maybe. Maybe you're right. Good point. No, they did not qualify. Man, it is Nottingham Forest then. Well, that's going to be fun, I suppose. I think Nottingham Forest can beat a lot of teams in the Conference League, or if they are in the Conference League or whatever. I think we're going to get that fifth spot basically. Uh, Take care, guys. Good night. I'll see you in the next one. Sleep well. Congratulations to all the Chelsea fans. Absolutely well deserved. Outplayed PSG from first couple of minutes till the end of the game. Barca Soul says, Congrats, bro. Bro, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm a neutral, but they deserve congratulations for sure. Our main midfield and centre back position still not improved, and here we are again going again to the new season. I told you, Tatagada, I don't think we are going to get a centre back. I think we should get a double pivot midfielder next after Mbamo. Yeah, and they have already said we are going to go with Onana for the next season. Apparently, we are taking Vitek on tour because we are going to sell Bindir. We are going to get an inexperienced goalkeeper who will play number 2 to Onana, which basically means Vitek's going to be sold or go on loan again, which I don't agree with. But yeah, I don't know how we're doing this. I don't know why Vitek can't just be number 2. But you know what? Vitek wants to get game time. Vitek wants to play football. Vitek wants to win titles. So fair enough to him. Anyway, guys, take care. Good night. I will see you Tuesday, Wednesday for sure for a chill stream at a reasonable time where we can all relax and talk. Take care, guys, and good night.